Okay, now we're going to show you the basic setup that we will need for mixing our Jimson stone or plaster. What we have here is we have our plaster and it's white. Okay, a lot of you will know it as plaster of Paris. Okay, we need our graduate cylinders. Okay, we have our mandibular and maxillary mold that we'll be using to make our dentitions. We'll be using the green bowls. Okay, and there's two different spatulas that you can use. There's a long one and the short one. This is the one I favor just because, but they both work good. I usually like to mix with this one and use this one when I'm preparing the base, which we're not going to do today because we have these pre-measured molds already. You'll need the dental vibrator. Always make sure that the legs are there and that they're screwed on correctly, because if not, they'll be making a lot of rattling noise. You always want to make sure that you have a paper towel over the top, and basically you just take a paper towel, okay, and you kind of curl it underneath. So you want to use it that way and you want to leave it that way. You also want to make sure that you don't leave any stone or plaster on the dental vibrator. Of course, remember these are expensive, and we want to maintain the life expectancy of these guys, so we want to keep them clean, okay? Same thing with the bowl. Remember about that lube clean that we showed you last week? It also, it's kind of like an armor all to keep these from cracking and keeping all different types of leftover cements and materials in there, okay? You would also have a scale. We already pre-measured our plaster. Plaster will be 47, okay? 47 of water to 100 of powder, okay? It takes 6 to 8 minutes to harden, to completely set. To get to the point where it's going to be that way, it takes complete 24 hours for it to harden, to really dry and go through all those stages. It goes through an exothermic reaction, and hopefully you remember what exothermic means, that letting off of heat, okay? So you can feel that at one point, okay? And let's see, what else do we need to mention here? That's really it. You would normally wet your molds, make sure they're nice and clean, okay? And always keep it on the table, because when you start moving it, remember you create those air bubbles and then you get big holes in those, okay?